The forest was silent, too silent. Even the wind refused to move between the tall black trees. Only one sound echoed in the darkness, the metallic ticking of a human soldier's boots. Ryan Hawley, a scout from Earth's frontier army, walked slowly through the forest with his flashlight pointed at the ground. Smoke floated between the trees like gray ghosts. The smell of burning metal filled the air. He had followed a bright fireball falling from the sky. He thought it was a meteor. But when he reached the crash site, he froze. It wasn't a meteor. It was an alien shuttle broken, burning, and carved deep into the ground. Ryan's heartbeat became louder. He raised his rifle but did not fire. In the crash's center, torn wires hissed with sparks. Flames danced along the metal. Every instinct in Ryan told him to turn back. But then he heard a sound, a deep, painful growl. Not human, not normal. Something alive was inside the wreck. Ryan stepped closer. His steps were slow, soft, controlled. He moved like a hunter walking into a lion's cage. As he reached the broken entrance of the shuttle, he saw two shapes in the dim light. One shape was small and lying on the floor. The other was huge, standing, breathing heavily, and watching him with glowing red eyes. Ryan felt the air change around him. The creature was larger than any animal he had seen, muscular like a tiger, but taller than a horse, with sharp horns curving backward and smoke coming from its mouth. It was chained with glowing metal cuffs around its neck and legs. The second figure was a woman, but not human. Her skin was pale blue, covered in cracked armor plates. Her hair was silver white and long. Her face was strong but tired, blood running down her side. She looked like an injured commander after a long battle. Ryan took one step forward. The alien woman snapped her head toward him. Even in pain, her voice was powerful, like a queen's command. "Why aren't you trembling, human? One word from me, and my pet will devour you." Her voice echoed through the forest. Leaves shook. The creature growled so loudly the ground seemed to vibrate, but Ryan did not move back. He didn't raise his gun. He didn't show fear. He only watched. And then he said in a calm, steady voice, "If it wanted to eat me, it already would have." The alien commander blinked, shocked. No human had ever responded like that. She tried to lift herself, but pain forced her to stay down. "You don't know what this creature can do," she hissed. Ryan stared at the beast. Its glowing eyes were angry, but not hungry. Its fur was shaking, not from rage, but from pain. The glowing chains around it pulsed like fire, making the creature flinch. Ryan slowly lowered his weapon. The creature stared at him, confused. Valira, the alien commander, watched everything carefully. She expected the human to shake, to panic, to run. Humans were supposed to be weak, fearful, emotional. But this one stood like stone. Ryan kept his voice soft. "You're injured, and the chains are hurting your creature." Valira clenched her teeth. "Stay back, human. I won't warn you again." The beast growled at Ryan, but it did not step forward. Its tail curled inward like a scared animal. Its body leaned more toward Valira, protecting her, not threatening Ryan. Ryan took another careful step. He knelt down, not toward Valira, but toward the chained creature. Valira's eyes widened. "No, don't touch it." Ryan ignored her warning. He slowly reached out his hand. The creature bared its teeth, but then stopped. It sniffed his hand. Its glowing eyes softened, only for a moment, as if it sensed something different in him. Ryan whispered, "Easy. I'm not your enemy." Valira felt something strange tightening in her chest. This human was not normal. His courage was unnatural. No hesitation, no fear, no shaking hands. "Why?" she whispered. "Why are you not afraid?" Ryan looked at her calmly. "Fear doesn't help anyone, but helping you might." He saw the large metal shard stuck in her side. Blood pooled under her. Her breath was weak. "You'll die if that stays inside," Ryan said. Valera tried to stay strong. Her pride pushed her to speak. "Humans, don't touch people of my rank." Ryan slowly placed his rifle aside. Then he tore a piece of cloth from his uniform. "Your rank doesn't matter right now," he said softly. "You're bleeding. You need help." The beast suddenly moved closer as if guarding her. Ryan froze for a second. The creature sniffed. Him again. Then sat beside Valera like a loyal dog. Valera watched in silence. Her heart was confused. Her mind raced. Why was her monster obeying a human? She forced her voice to stay strong. "This creature, it should fear nothing. It should kill anything that stands near me." Ryan moved carefully, examining the glowing chains. "These chains aren't symbols of loyalty," he said quietly. "They're torture tools." Valera's breath caught. She had never expected a human to understand. She whispered, almost painfully, "These chains were forced on me. My leaders made me use them." Ryan looked at her with serious eyes. "No creature deserves pain like this, human or alien." He touched the chains. The creature didn't attack. Instead, it lowered its head. Valera stared. In pure disbelief. A human. Fearless, calm, and somehow trusted by her monster. The fire around the shuttle crackled louder. The forest wind returned. Ryan began examining the metal to see if he could remove the chains. The alien commander watched him, and for the first time in her life, she felt something entirely new. A human was protecting her, and the night grew even quieter, waiting for what would happen next. After Valera threatens Ryan, the forest freezes. The beast's breath becomes hot steam in the cold air. Its claws dig into the ground as if ready to attack, but it still does not move. Valera is confused. Her creature has ripped apart soldiers, machines, even steel doors. But now it only watches the human with strange stillness. Ryan slowly sits down on the ground, showing no fear at all. This shocks the commander. No. Humans should look so relaxed beside a monster that can crush a tank. 2. The creature reacts. Ryan extends his hand again. Not fast, not slow, just calm. The beast's ears twitch. Its nose wriggles. It sniffs his scent. Instead of attacking, the creature leans closer. Valera's eyes go wide. She whispers to herself, "Impossible." It never reacts gently. Never. She watches silently as the beast lowers its head before Ryan, like acknowledging a higher presence or a long-lost instinct. 3. The human understands what others might. Zerin observes the glowing chains again. He notices they tighten every time Valera shouts or shows anger. "These chains, they respond to stress," Ryan says softly. Valera looks away, ashamed. "They force obedience," she admits. "They were placed on both of us by my own people. If I fail a mission, the pain increases for both of us." Ryan's jaw tightens. He finally understands. The creature isn't a pet, it's not a weapon, it's a slave, controlled through shared torment, and Valera is as much a prisoner as the beast. 4. The human tries to kill. Pirin pulls out his toolkit. Valera pushes herself up weakly. "What are you doing?" She demands. "Helping," he says simply. "Humans don't help enemies." She snaps. Ryan replies, "Maybe your people think that way. Mine don't." The line shocks her. She doesn't know how to respond. 5. The creature makes a choice as Ryan touches one of the chains. The creature lifts its head and places its heavy paw gently on his shoulder, not to hurt him, but to guide him toward the weakest chain link. The alien commander's mouth falls open. It's the first time she's ever seen the monster communicate. You understand each other," she whispers. Ryan shrugs lightly. "Animals trust people who don't want control. Simple as that." "No," Valera says with trembling voice. "It is not simple. This creature does not trust anyone. It was bred to hate. It was trained to kill. Ryan gives a small smile. Maybe it just needed someone who talks softly. The beast exhale is slow and almost warm, as if agreeing. 6. The human's bravery shakes the Sio Mamandaran kneels completely, turning his back to the beast. This is a death sentence in alien culture. A sign of total vulnerability. Valera almost screams, "Human, don't do that, it will kill you." But the beast doesn't move. It watches him like a guardian. Valera experiences something new. Her chest tightens, not in fear, but in disbelief. This human is doing things no soldier, no ruler, no trainer ever dared. 7. The chains respond to human TOUs. When Ryan uses his knife to pry the chain joint, the glowing metal pulses violently, as if sensing someone is trying to free its prisoner. The beast growls, the forest trembles. Valera cries out, "Stop! You'll trigger the punishment surge." But Ryan keeps going. The chains suddenly glow brighter, preparing to shock both the creature and Valera. Ryan sees it happening, and without thinking, he does something absolutely insane. He grabs the chain with his bare hand. The shock hits him. Electric pain floods his arm. His body shakes. But he does not let go. Valera screams his name without realizing it. The beast roars, not in anger, but in fear for the human. 8. The beast breaks its own parogiarum ing. Seeing Ryan hurt, something snaps inside the creature. Its eyes shift from red to deep gold. It leaps forward, but not at Ryan. It bites the chain, ripping it with pure force. The glowing link breaks. The forest flashes with light. Valera gasps. Her pain stops. The creature's pain stops. Both are free of the surge. Ryan collapses to one knee, exhausted. The monster gently nudges him with its head, like thanking him. Valera stares at the scene, breath shaking. A human freed her. A human freed the beast. A human survived the punishment surge. A human inspired the creature to protect him. Everything she believed about humans shatters like glass. 1. A human stands while others would yield. The chains lie broken on the forest floor. Ryan breathes heavily, his hand still twitching from the shock. Valera can't understand it. Humans were supposed to be weak, fearful. Yet this man stands tall after surviving a punishment surge, designed to cripple warriors stronger than her. The beast circles Ryan, not like a predator, but like a soldier inspecting its new commander. Valera feels her pride wounded and her heart confused. 2. A moment. Of pure silency. For a long moment, none of them speak. Smoke from the crashed shuttle rises. Sparks crackle in the air. The forest holds its breath. Ryan finally breaks the silence. "You're hurt. Let me check the wound." Valera tries to maintain her cold authority. She forces a small smirk, hiding the pain in her voice. "You talk as if you command this battlefield." But Ryan simply replies, "I'm just doing what's right." The line hits her harder than any weapon. 3. The human touches. What nitrogen monoxide alien TOS. Ryan slowly reaches toward the metal shard in Valera's side. Her body tenses, not out of fear, but shock. In her culture, touching a commander without permission is punishable by death. She whispers, "Human, you don't understand our laws." Ryan smiles slightly. Good, makes it easier to ignore them. Valera's breath catches. No soldier ever dared say something so bold to her. Her cheeks warm, not from pain, but from the unexpected courage in his voice. 4. The beast protects both of Tissim as Ryan removes the shard. The beast senses Valera's pain. It growls loudly and steps closer. Valera cries out, "Stop! Don't hurt him." The beast instantly freezes. Ryan looks up, surprised. The creature listens to her command, but only because she's protecting him. The forest becomes silent again. Now, the two share something unexpected. Mutual concern for each other and for the beast. 5. The painful truth. Valera H's Ryan cleans the wound using a small water capsule. Valera bites her lip to stay strong. Her eyes lower. No one has ever tried to heal me, she whispers. Your own soldiers? Ryan asks softly. They heal my body, she answers, but they do not heal me. Her voice shakes, betraying years of pressure, loneliness, and forced obedience. Ryan's expression softens. You're not alone right now. Those 4 simple words break a wall inside her that she didn't know was still standing. 6. The commander's mask cracks. Valera is a trained elite. She is supposed to show no emotion, no weakness. But Ryan's calm presence, his bravery, his gentleness, they pierce through her armor. She watches him tie a bandage around her wound with steady hands. Why do you risk yourself? She finally asks, why save me? Ryan shrugs lightly. Because you're alive, that's enough. No human I know is this fearless, she whispers. He replies, maybe fear is just a choice. Valera looks at him for a long time. Her heart begins to feel something she cannot name. 7. The beast makes a shocking MOV out of nowhere. The enormous creature steps forward and lowers its head toward Valera, like a child leaning toward its mother. Then it lowers its head toward Ryan. It places its massive forehead against his chest, a sign of complete trust in the creature's culture. Valera gasps. This is something even she has never witnessed. The beast, she whispers, trembling, has accepted you. Ryan gently places his hand on the creature's head. We're not enemies anymore. The moment feels sacred. 8. The truth. Valera never saw it aloud. Valera looks at Ryan with a mix of fear, awe, and confusion. There is something you must know, she says, voice low. If this creature accepts you, you are now bound to it by instinct. It will protect you until death. Ryan raises an eyebrow. Oh, well, that's good. Valera's face heats up again. No, human. It means you are now considered its partner. Ryan blinks. Like friend? Valera whispers. More than that. The forest wind stops. The moment becomes heavy. Valera doesn't know what fate she has just tied herself into, or what fate she has tied Ryan into. 9. A new threat. APPROTCSP4. Ryan can ask more. The ground begins to vibrate. Boots, marching. Dozens of them. Valera's eyes widen. My soldiers. They're coming. Ryan readies his weapon. The beast growls, placing its body between the forest and Ryan. Valera's voice shakes. No, you don't understand. They aren't coming to rescue me. Ryan stares. Then why? Valera whispers. They are coming to kill the beast and any human it trusts. 1. Valera's soldiers surround the forest. The forest lights up with blue search beams. Alien soldiers move in a tight formation, weapons humming with energy. Valera hears the familiar metallic rhythm of their boots and feels her throat tighten. They are not marching like a rescue team. They are marching like hunters. The beast senses danger first. Its fur rises, glowing faintly. It steps in front of Ryan and growls a low, thunder-like sound. Ryan whispers, "Easy, big guy." But the beast doesn't listen. Its instincts scream, "Protect the human." Valera's heartbeat speeds up. Everything is getting worse. 2. The truth. Ryan didn't can you. Ryan tries to help Valera stand. She grabs his wrist, her grip trembling. You must leave, human. Ryan looks confused. Why? I saved you. I saved your creature. That is the problem, Valera says. Her voice carries fear Ryan has never heard before. In my empire, no human is allowed to free a chained beast. They will see you as a threat, a crime, a danger to the order. Ryan frowns. A danger because I helped someone. Because you showed mercy, she whispers. Ryan stares at her, surprised. Mercy is illegal? 3. The real purpose of the chains. Valera points weakly at the shattered glowing metal links. These chains don't control loyalty, she says softly. They control fear, Ryan raises an eyebrow. That thing doesn't fear me. That is exactly why my soldiers will panic, she replies. They believe if a beast stops fearing its handler, it becomes a world-ending threat. Ryan glances at the creature, who stands calmly beside him. Looks friendly enough to me. Valera almost smiles through her pain. You do not understand. This species was created as a living weapon. My empire uses fear to control them. Ryan shakes his head. That's not control. That's slavery. Valera lowers her eyes. Her voice becomes a whisper full of years of silence. Human. I know. 4. The night Valera never spoke a BOD for the first time, she tells the truth. When I first received my rank, they chained this creature to me, not as a companion, but as punishment. Ryan listens closely, anger rising in his chest. They told me if I disobeyed orders, if I showed mercy, if I refused to kill civilians, the chains would activate. Ryan's hands curl into fists. So they forced you to control it. No, she says painfully. They forced me to hurt it whenever they wanted me to obey. Ryan feels something cold inside him. He has seen cruelty in war, but this is monstrous. The beast's head lowers, touching Valera's hand gently, remembering every moment it suffered because of her. Pain. Valera closes her eyes as tears finally fall. I hated the chains more than anyone, but I had no choice. Ryan gently places his hand on her shoulder. You're free now, he says quietly, but she shakes her head. No. We are not yet. 5. The soldiers arrive and everything CHNGZS blue lights cut through the trees. Dozens of alien soldiers step into the crash zone. Their armored helmets glow. Their rifles aim directly at the beast. Ryan instinctively steps forward, putting himself between the soldiers and the creature. Valera gasps softly. No, don't. But Ryan has already moved. The alien squad leader raises his weapon higher. Step aside, human. That creature must be terminated. Ryan's voice becomes cold and sharp. Over my dead body. Every soldier freezes. They were not expecting resistance from a human. Valera tries to stand, her legs weak. She raises her voice. Stop. Lower your weapons. That is an order. But the soldiers don't obey. They aren't looking at her anymore. They are looking at the beast and the human it now protects. The squad leader replies, Commander Valera, you are injured. Your authority is temporarily suspended. Valera's heart drops. She has lost command. 6. The secret revealed Valera is a target. Toin notices something else. The squad's weapons are not only pointed at the beast. Some are pointed at Valera. Ryan whispers, Why are they aiming at you? Valera's voice breaks. Because the chains are gone. Without them, I am considered compromised. You mean? Ryan stares. Yes, she whispers in pain. They will kill me too. The truth hits like a hammer. This wasn't a rescue squad. This was a cleanup team. 7. The beast takes a stand. The soldiers prepare to fire. The beast roars with earth-shaking fury. Flames crack between its teeth. Even the armored soldiers step back instinctively. But then something incredible happens. The beast walks forward and stands directly between the soldiers and Valera, protecting its former torturer and its new human friend. Ryan's voice is soft but deadly. You'll have to go through me too. The squad hesitates. A human, a commander, and the strongest living weapon in the Empire. All standing together. 8. The beginning of an impossible alliance. Valera looks at Ryan, her voice trembling. You don't understand. By protecting me, you have declared war against my entire empire. Ryan gives a small, fearless smile. Then I guess we fight together. The beast growls in agreement. Valera's heart shatters and rebuilds at the same time. For years, she thought she was alone. But now, a human stands with her, a beast protects her, and the Empire wants all three dead. The forest falls into a deadly, silent standoff. Everything is about to change. 1. The forest turns into a battlefield without a shot fired. The alien squad surrounds the crash site from all sides. Lights from their helmets cut through smoke like blue knives. Their rifles glow brighter, powered up and locked on one target. The beast. Ryan's heartbeat slows. His breathing becomes steady. He steps forward, calm, fearless, almost terrifying. Valera whispers urgently, "Human, don't stand in front of them. They are trained to kill without hesitation." Ryan answers softly, "Good. I'm trained to protect without hesitation." The beast rumbles behind him, like thunder trapped inside a cage. 2. The soldiers see something. IMPOSSI leader. Squad leader scans the scene. A human standing in front of a monster, the monster standing protectively behind the human, their commander. Injured, chains broken, he lowers his visor. "This is not normal," he mutters. "This goes against every training file we have." One soldier whispers nervously, "Sir, if the creature bonded with a human, then this situation is beyond protocol." "Exactly why we terminate both," the leader replies coldly. Valera's stomach drops. They aren't afraid of the beast. They're afraid of the bond. 3. Valera uses her last commanding voice, despite the pain. Valera pushes herself up and shouts, "Lower your weapons. The human is under my protection." The entire squad freezes. Her voice is still sharp, still royal, still powerful. For a moment, they hesitate. But then the squad leader speaks. "Commander, your authority is invalid. Your neural signature is unstable. You are compromised." Valera feels a dagger in her chest. Her own soldiers have already judged her. 4. The human makes a move nobody expects. Ryan slowly raises his hands, not surrendering, but showing confidence. "Listen," he says clearly, "I don't want to fight you, but your commander is bleeding. Your creature is hurting. And I'm standing between you and them, because you are the threat right now." The soldiers stare. No human has ever spoken to them this way. Ryan continues, "You want to kill US? Fine, but you'll have to shoot through me." He steps forward. "And I don't think any of you want to explain to your emperor why you murdered an unarmed human in cold blood." The squad leader clenches his jaw. Ryan is right. Killing an alien beast is allowed. Killing their own commander is allowed. But killing a human? That's a political nightmare. 5. The beast signals something strange. The beast takes a slow step toward the soldiers. Its fur glows in a new pattern, flickering gold instead of red. The soldiers panic. "That glow, sir, look." "It's not in attack mode." "Then what is it?" The squad leader snaps. "Bond mode," the soldier answers. Terrified, Valera gasps. Bond mode is a mythical state, believed to exist only in ancient records. A beast only glows gold when it chooses a new master, a new family, a new destiny, and it shows. Ryan. 6. The soldiers panic when they see a legend. The squad leader steps back. "This is not possible," he whispers. "That creature should not bond with a NY species, except ours." Ryan watches the beast calmly. It stands behind him like a guardian knight. Valera's breath shakes. For centuries, their empire believed they alone could control these beasts. It was the foundation of their military power. But now, a single human changed everything. 7. The soldiers make a dark decision. The squad leader signals his team quietly. "Plan Omega." Valera's eyes widen. "No, you can't." "But they can. Plan Omega equals kill the beast, kill the human, kill the commander. Leave no witnesses. Fake an accident." Ryan sees the move. He understands immediately. His stance shifts. Feet firm, body angled. No fear. The beast steps beside him, huge, glowing, silent, ready to defend. Valera's heart pounds so hard it hurts. Ryan does the UNTH Iron K. NE4, the soldiers fire. Ryan throws down his rifle. The soldiers blink. A human. Disarming. Himself? Ryan lifts his voice. Calm, steady, powerful. You think bonding is dangerous? You think I'm a threat because I helped something in pain? You think killing makes you strong? He steps closer, eyes cold as steel. You don't know what real strength is. He points at the beast. I came here to end a chain. And if you shoot this creature, you'll have to shoot me first. The forest goes silent. No wind, no birds, just a human. And a monster. Standing together against an entire army. 9. Valera makes her CHO ice. In a sudden movement, Valera steps beside Ryan. She places her hand on his shoulder. Her voice is soft but deadly. Then they'll have to shoot me too. The soldiers freeze. Their commander, the human, and the beast. All on the same side. Never in the Empire's history has such a moment taken place. A flicker of fear appears in the squad's eyes. This is no longer a cleanup. This is the beginning of a rebellion. 1. A deadly stillness before WAR. The alien squad tightens its formation. Weapons are raised. Fingers hover over triggers. The forest becomes so quiet that even the flames of the crashed shuttle doesn't breathe fast. Doesn't step back. Valera watches him. Gives the Menandi. The squad leader raises his arm. Targets confirmed. Execute Plan Omega. Soldiers aim, but Ryan steps forward, blocking every line of fire with his own body. Valera gasps. Human, no! Ryan doesn't stop. His voice is low but stronger than the soldiers' rifles. If you kill anyone today, you'll start with me. The soldiers hesitate. No alien in history. It steps beside Ryan. Tall, glowing gold, fur rising with power. Breath. Like fire. The beast places one paw in front of Ryan's foot as if saying, you will not face them alone. Valera's eyes fill with emotion she never allowed herself to feel. A human, a beast, and a commander. All standing together against her own army. 4. The soldiers feel fear. For the first time, one soldier whispers shakily, Sir. Why? Is the creature protecting the human? Another replies, Sir. His aura, it's like the beast's reacting to his courage. The squad leader snaps, Stop talking. Humans do not influence beasts. But even he is sweating. He sees something impossible. The creature's gold glow synchronizes with Ryan's heartbeat. The ground vibrates slightly under Ryan's steps. Valera stands tall beside a human, not in front of him. The entire battlefield feels wrong in a way none of them were trained for. 5. Ryan does what nitrogen monoxide soldier WO. Ryan lowers his weapon, drops it to the ground, and raises both hands. The soldiers tense up, but Ryan's voice is calm. I am unarmed. You attack a defenseless human. The squad leader snarls, We don't need rules when the Empire is threatened. Ryan takes another step closer. You're not saving the Empire. You're destroying your own commander. 6. Valera breaks her silence with a threat they didn't expect. Valera steps forward, despite the pain. Her golden eyes blaze with fury and authority. Soldiers, hear me. The squad freezes. I will file a direct charge against all of you. Treason, disobedience, attempted execution of your superior officer. The soldiers panic. The squad leader snaps back. You are compromised. Valera smiles, a dangerous royal smile. Then let the Emperor decide. This terrifies them more than death. No one wants to face imperial judgment. 7. The beast shows its true intelligence. The beast moves suddenly, not attacking, not roaring. It walks forward and stands so close to Ryan that its shoulder touches his. Then it lifts its head high and releases a roar so deep the trees shake. But this time, the roar isn't a threat. It's a warning directed at the squad. A voice without words. He is mine. Touch him and I destroy you. The soldiers tremble. Not from fear of death, but from fear of a myth coming to life. Point 8. The squad starts to doubt their ORZR. One soldier lowers his rifle slightly. Sir, maybe Plan Omega is not. Another soldier interrupts. Sir, the creature could tear us apart before we fire. Maybe we should retreat. The squad leader screams. Silence. We follow the Empire's command. But their hands shake. Their aim is no longer steady. Their formation breaks. Ryan does something insane. He steps right in front of the squad. Leader's gun putting the barrel to his own chest. 9 fearless words that shake the entire Escuarian looks directly into the leader's visor. You want to kill me? Do it. His voice is steady, but understand something first. He leans closer. You won't kill fear. You'll create a legend. A human who stood between a beast and an empire and didn't flinch. The squad leader's finger freezes on the trigger. Every soldier is staring at Ryan now with shock, fear, and respect. 10. Valera makes the decision that changes everything. Valia lifts her hand slowly. Soldiers, stand down. This time, the order works. Not because of authority, not because of protocol. They obey because they witnessed something their empire told them was impossible. A human braver than any alien warrior. The soldiers lower their weapons. The forest breathes again, but Ryan knows this peace won't last. Something worse is coming. 1. The forest goes quiet after the standoff. The soldiers' rifles lower one by one. Their breathing becomes shaky. No one dares to speak. The golden glow from the beast slowly fades and becomes a warm shimmer across its fur. Ryan stands tall, chest rising steadily, as if he didn't just challenge an entire alien army alone. Valera watches him, and the world around her suddenly feels different. For years, she had believed humans were weak, fragile, beneath her. But now, this one human was the reason she was alive, and the reason the beast stood proudly instead of dying in chains. 2. The squad leader tries to regain COO. The squad leader steps forward, voice cracking with frustration. This changes nothing. He shouts, we will report this bonding to the Empire. The human Ryan interrupts calmly. You will report the truth. Your commander was injured. A human saved her. A human freed a tortured creature. And none of you died because we chose peace. The squad leader trembles. The truth is the one thing the Empire hates the most. The other soldiers look at each other nervously. Ryan doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't threaten. He simply tells the truth. And that alone scares them more than any weapon. 3. The beast makes a royal gesture. Suddenly, the beast kneels. A creature designed for war, created in labs, feared by entire galaxies, lowers its body to a human, not Valera, not the alien soldiers. Ryan. The soldiers gasp. Valera's breath catches. This wasn't just bond mode. This was the royal submission, a sacred ancient gesture reserved only for kings, leaders, and those chosen by destiny. Ryan simply smiles and gently touches the creature's forehead. You're safe now, he whispers. Valera feels something tighten in her chest. No commander in her empire had ever spoken to a beast with that kind of kindness. 4. Valera approaches Ryan, slowly. Like a student, Valera steps forward, breathing slower now. Her voice is soft, almost hesitant. Human, you don't understand what you have done. Ryan tilts his head. Enlighten me. Valera looks at the soldiers, then at Ryan. A beast chooses only its equal, or its superior. Ryan raises an eyebrow. Superior? Valera nods slowly, trembling slightly. It chose you. The soldiers whisper among themselves. This is impossible. A myth. A forbidden idea. But it is happening right before their eyes. 5. Valera does the unthinkable in her culture. Valera slowly lowers herself onto one knee. The entire squad gasps loudly. Nobody kneels in her empire. Only slaves do that. Commanders never kneel, not even before the Emperor, but she kneels before a human. Ryan instantly steps back. Shocked, "What are you doing?" he asks. Valera's eyes shine with pain and emotion. "You earned my respect and my loyalty." Her voice shakes, but she continues. "You protected me when I had no power. You freed a creature my people tortured. You faced death for us both." She bows her head. "And for that, I bow to you." The soldiers stare in horror. Their strongest leader kneeling to a human. This moment destroys centuries of belief. 6. Ryan reacts like nitrogen monoxide alien ever would. Exp quickly reaches forward and lifts Valera back to her feet. "No," he says gently. "You don't kneel to me. Not now. Not ever." Valera stares at him, stunned. "No one has ever refused my bow." Ryan smiles softly. "That's because they wanted power. I don't want that." He points at the beast. "And I didn't free it to control it. I freed it because it deserved freedom." Valera's eyes soften in a way she never thought possible. "You are different." 7. The soldiers face a new reality. Why the squad leader looks terrified. If the Empire hears that a human freed a beast bonded with a human, a commander bowed to a human, their entire military structure might collapse. He speaks in a shaky voice. What do we do now, Commander?" All eyes turn to Valera. She looks at Ryan before answering. Her voice becomes strong again. "We leave this forest. All of us. No one fires a single shot." The soldiers nod slowly, but she adds, "No one reports this bonding. Not yet." The squad freezes. Hiding something from the Empire is treason. But Valera doesn't care. For the first time in her life, she chooses her own path. 8. A new alliance is born and Ryan helps Valera stand. The beast walks beside them, tall and proud. The soldiers form a protective circle around Ryan and around the beast, not as guards, but as witnesses of the beginning of something bigger. Valera looks at Ryan, her voice soft but firm. "From now on, human, your life is bound to mine. We walk the same path." Ryan nods. "Then let's walk." The three, a human, a commander, a beast, leave the burning crash together and step into a future none of them can predict. A legend has begun.